Hello student. In last lecture we see the breathing mechanism and processes involving that is inspiration and expiration. What actually happened during inspiration and expiration? We all the process in inspiration and expiration we see. So simultaneously we see the alveolar gas transport and O2 CO2 transport. So today we talk about the abnormalities occur in blood gas content. So let's take a look on O2 CO2 transport so that you can better understand the what actually happened during the abnormalities in blood gas content. So we know that when we inhale the gases, the oxygen get inside the alveoli. This is lung alveoli which having the great number or great quantity of oxygen. So oxygen having the higher pressure in alveoli, and this is the blood vessel which having the low pressure or less quantity of oxygen. So that by the formula or by the law we know that the air can move from higher pressure to lower pressure, so that oxygen move from higher pressure to lower pressure. So it bind with the hemoglobin and form oxyhemoglobin. We know that one hemoglobin molecule bind with the four oxygen molecules, and this H plus ion then dissociate from the hemoglobin and react with this bicarbonic acid which is present in the plasma and form the H2CO3. H2CO3 means carbonic acid. This carbonic acid immediately dissociate into carbon dioxide and H2O. So due to the carbon dioxide, it having the higher pressure in blood vessel, so that it move from blood vessel to lung alveoli, and then this lung expire this CO2 into the outer environment. So this is the O2 CO2 transport and the formation of H plus ion and HCO3 ions. So mostly what actually happened during the tissue respiration? So during tissue respiration, when the oxygen react with the food material, it form the ATP molecules, that is energy molecule, and simultaneously it produce the waste product, that is carbon dioxide and water. So that in the cells, carbon dioxide having the higher pressure, and this oxygenated blood vessel or which having the oxygenated blood having the higher pressure of oxygen and low pressure of carbon dioxide, so that carbon dioxide move from higher pressure to lower pressure from cell to blood vessel. When CO2 get inside the blood vessel, it react with water present in plasma membrane and form the H2CO3, that is carbonic acid. This carbonic acid immediately dissociate into H plus ion and HCO3 negative. Then we know that the hemoglobin which carry the oxygen dissociate into reduced form of hemoglobin, and this oxygen move into the cell from higher pressure to lower pressure. So basically what actually happen in blood vessel, when the CO2 which transport from the tissue in the plasma, so from plasma CO2 get inside the blood vessel. So mostly we know that the plasma carbon dioxide carbon dioxide transport about 75% carbon dioxide is transported by the plasma and 25% by the blood vessel. So when CO2 reacts with water, it forms the H2CO3, that is carbonic acid, and this carbonic acid then dissociate into H plus ion and HCO3. This HCO3, that is bicarbonic acid, immediately leave this blood vessel and get inside the plasma, in which it react with the sodium molecule and form the NaHCO3. This NaHCO3 then eliminated by the kidney or expiratory system, where this sodium molecule, this NaCl, that is sodium chloride, the chloride which is having negative charge get inside the blood vessel. In this process, we know that the H2CO3 dissociate into HCO3 and H plus ions, where HCO3 is negatively charged and H plus is positively charged. So basically, to maintain this charge, chloride shift in the blood vessel, which is known as chloride shift, and this HCO3 get outside of the blood vessel and react with the sodium, and then this acid eliminated by the kidney. So basically this H plus and HCO3, that is bicarbonic acid, maintain the balance of blood pH. We know that the normally blood pH is about 7.35 to 7.45, which means slightly alkaline. We know that the pH meter, that is it continue from the 1 to 7, that is acidic pH, 7 is a neutral pH, and from 7 to 14 it is alkaline pH or basic pH. So basically these H plus ions, this S plus ions and HCO3 ions, that is bicarbonic ions, maintain the blood pH. But what actually happen if the H plus ions get decrease or increase, and the increase of this bicarbonate ion or decrease of bicarbonate ion? So what abnormalities occur during this formation of these ions? We have to see, that is abnormalities in blood gas content. So basically we talk about the abnormalities in blood gas content. So basically we know that the blood having the pH about 7.3 or 7.4, that is slightly alkaline. But what happen if the blood pH increase or decrease? So basically this arterial pH, if decrease, it form the acidemia, where if it increase, it form the alkylemia. So these are two conditions occur due to decrease and increase in the blood pH. And these two conditions occur due to the partial pressure of carbon dioxide or decrease or increase concentration of bicarbonic acid. So when the partial pressure of carbon dioxide get increase or decrease, it occur two acidosis, that is respiratory acidosis and respiratory alkalosis. And the decrease of bicarbonate ions form the metabolic acidosis, and increase in bicarbonic acid form the metabolic alkalosis. So let's see in detail. So first of all, metabolic acidosis and metabolic alkalosis. So basically the pH is proportional to the HCO3. So what actually means of metabolic acidosis? So metabolic acidosis is a condition in which there is too much acid is produced in body. So acidosis, acid, okay, formation of acid. So basically metabolic acid occur due to three main causes. First of all, increase in acid production, that is H plus ion production. Then loss of bicarbonate, that is HCO3, loss of HCO3 ions, and reduce ability of kidney to excrete this excess acid. So metabolic acidosis can lead to acidemia, which is defined as arterial blood pH that is lower than the 7.3. So basically the pH and hydrogen ion concentration is depend on coexistence of this acid base disorder. So therefore the pH level in people with metabolic acidosis can range from low, normal and to high. So basically this metabolic acidosis occur due to abnormal decrease in HCO3 with decrease in pH. So basically we know that HCO3 is basic, it maintains the basic pH of blood. So due to decrease in HCO3, the concentration of hydrogen ions get increase so that the pH get acidic, so that the metabolic acidosis is occur. So basically, these acute there are two types of metabolic acidosis occur, that is acute and chronic. Where the acute metabolic acidosis form low sorry um, acute metabolic acidosis lasting from minute to several days. It is generally caused when the body produces an excess amount of organic acids. So these organic acids formation occur due to keto acids or lacto acid. So for example, lactic acidosis is produced when the cell in our body make lactic acid. So when the lactic acid form, when they don't have lot of oxygen to use. We know that when we exercise intensely, the body have to maintain the energy. For the production of energy, cell start to anaerobic respiration. We know that anaerobic respiration, that is without oxygen, it produces the energy. So during formation of energy, it produces the lactic acid. So this lactic acid get accumulated in these cells, and due to this the acid can build in the body. So it might happen when we exercise intensely. So due to this, there are many conditions occur, such as low blood pressure, heart failure, cardiac arrest, or overwhelming infection. So all these uh, diseases occur due to this metabolic acidosis. Sorry. Next point is metabolic alkalosis, which occur due to abnormal increase in bicarbonic acid, which can elevate the blood pH. So basically, we can say that the metabolic condition in which the pH of tissue is elevated beyond the normal range, that is 7.35 to 7.4. So this is the result of decreased hydrogen concentration leading to the increase in bicarbonate, or the alternatively direct result of increased bicarbonic acid. So basically, this metabolic alkalosis having the two main cause, that is loss of hydrogen ions. These hydrogen ions losing can be having two mechanisms, either vomiting or via kidney. And second is increase in bicarbonate ions. So due to increase in bicarbonate ions, the blood pH is slightly get alkaline, or pH get increase. So due to this, the H plus and chloride ions get reduced and metabolic alkalosis is formed. So metabolic alkalosis also having the two kind of result, that is acute metabolic alkalosis or chronic metabolic alkalosis. So in this graph, you can easily understand what actually happened during the metabolic acidosis and metabolic alkalosis. So this is the pH range from 1 to 14. So this is the pH of blood, that is 7.5, that is normal range. So when the metabolic acidosis is formed due to decrease in HCO3 concentration or bicarbonate concentration, the metabolic acidosis form. And when the increase in HCO3 concentration occur, the metabolic alkalosis, that is increase in pH, is formed. So symptoms of acidosis, that is respiratory, it may be shortness of breathing, coughing. In heart, it increase the heart rate, nausea, vomiting, headache, sleepiness, confusion, loss of consciousness, coma, or weakness, diarrhea. So all these are the symptoms of acidosis. Same as it is, alkalosis also show the same symptoms for the metabolic alkalosis. So next point is partial pressure of carbon dioxide. So due to this partial pressure of carbon dioxide, abnormal increase or decrease of this partial pressure of carbon dioxide form the abnormalities in blood gas content, that is respiratory acidosis or respiratory alkalosis. When the abnormal increase in partial pressure of carbon dioxide occur, it decreases the pH so that respiratory acidosis is formed. In other way, the abnormal decrease in partial pressure of carbon dioxide, it increase the pH so that respiratory alkalosis condition we can see. So let's take a look in deep. So first of all, that is respiratory alkalosis or acidosis. So first of all, respiratory acidosis. So respiratory acidosis occur due to abnormal increase in partial pressure of carbon dioxide with decrease in pH. So in other word, we can say that respiratory acidosis is a condition that occur when the lungs can't remove enough of carbon dioxide produced by the body. This excessive carbon dioxide causes the pH of blood and other bodily fluid to decrease and making them too acidic. So basically, normally the body is able to balance the ions that control the acidity. So this balance is measured on the pH scale from 0 to 14. So basically, acidosis occur when the pH of blood falls below the 7.35, that is normal blood pH. Okay, so respiratory acidosis is typically caused by an underlying disease or condition called as respiratory failure or ventilatory failure. So normally in lungs, when we take the oxygen and exhale the carbon dioxide, so oxygen pass from the lungs into blood and carbon dioxide pass from the lungs into the blood. So CO2 pass from the blood into the lungs. So however, sometimes the lungs can't remove enough carbon dioxide. So this may be due to decrease in respiratory rate due to condition like asthma or pneumonia. So there are two forms of respiratory acidosis. First one is acute and second one is chronic. So acute respiratory acidosis occur quickly if it is untreated. If we don't treat it, the symptom will get progressively worse. So it can become life threatening. And second condition, that is chronic respiratory acidosis, is developed over the time. So it doesn't cause the symptoms, instead body adapt to increase the acidity. For example, the kidney produce more bicarbonate to maintain the balance. So basically the respiratory acidosis can show the symptoms like headache, anxiety, blurred vision, restlessness, confusion, sleepiness, fatigue, confusion, shortness of breathing or coma. So next point is respiratory alkalosis. So respiratory alkalosis occur due to abnormal decrease in partial pressure of carbon dioxide with increase in pH. So basically we can say that respiratory alkalosis is disturbance in acid and base balance due to alveolar hyperventilation. So during in this, the increased rate of breathing above the normal. So this can lower the carbon dioxide in blood and reduce the swelling of brain. So alveolar hyperventilation lead to decrease the partial pressure of arterial carbon dioxide. So in turn of decrease in partial pressure of carbon dioxide, increase the rate of bicarbonate concentration to partial pressure of carbon dioxide and thereby increase the pH level, so that the decrease in partial pressure of carbon dioxide develop when a strong respiratory stimulus cause the respiratory system to remove more carbon dioxide than is produced metabolically in tissue. So basically respiratory alkalosis can be defined into two terms, that is acute and chronic. So in acute respiratory alkalosis, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide level is below the lower limit of normal, and the serum pH is alkemalic. Where in chronic respiratory alkalosis, the partial pressure of carbon dioxide level is below the lower limit of normal, but the pH level is relatively normal or near to normal due to the compensatory mechanism. So these mechanism of respiratory system form the abnormal decrease in partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Due to this, the formation of bicarbonic acid is reduced, and due to that, the increase in pH is occur. So basically, these are the symptoms of respiratory acidosis which occur due to increase in sorry decrease in pH due to the increase in carbon dioxide partial pressure. And this is respiratory alkalosis symptoms occur due to the decrease in partial pressure of carbon dioxide and increase in pH of blood. So that is for today. We see the abnormal condition occur due to the blood gas content. So all this related to our respiratory system. So I think you should understand that term regarding to O2 CO2 transport and formation of H plus ion and bicarbonic acid, so that you can better understand the what actually happened during the respiratory alkalosis or acidosis and metabolic acidosis and alkalosis. So I hope you understand this video. See you in next video.